Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Cam Jennings, aka Cam Fats, coming at you on behalf of EpicConversions.com. Man, I want to welcome you guys to my first ever episode of Index Card Insights. All right, that's what it is. It's called Index Card Insights. It's my brand new show. Now, listen, I have some Index Card Insights for you tonight. All right. But I want to welcome you to episode 100. That's what this is right here. Episode 100 of Index Card Insights. This is day one, episode 100 of Index Card Insights. Now, you might think, Cam, what are you talking about? Episode 100. This is a brand new show. You just got started. How could it be episode 100? Well, listen, we're going to get into it tonight. I'm going to explain to you. All right. With this show, let me give you a few of the details of this new show, Index Card Insights. Okay. Now listen, I actually have something to talk to you about tonight, but although this show is 10 minutes long, right? Tonight might be a tad bit longer because I need to explain the show to you. It's a brand new show. I want to explain to you how it works, okay? The first thing you need to know about Index Card Insights, okay? It's a 10-minute show. That means if you guys catch me going way over 10 minutes, I am wrong. That means if you catch me going way under 10 minutes, again, I am wrong. I should have gave you a little bit more value. It's a 10-minute show. It needs to be right around 10 minutes in length. The second thing you guys need to understand is Index Card Insights is a 100-episode show. We are counting down from episode 100. This is episode 100 you are watching right now. This is day one, episode 100. Okay? Index Card Insights is going to be showing. We're going to do this live stream show. It's going to be Monday, Wednesday. I'm sorry. It's going to be Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. All right? Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. In the evening sometime, preferably. I'm not going to lock myself in on a specific time, but it's going to be in the evening sometimes. Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays in the evening. That's the plan with Index Card Insights, okay? The next thing I want to tell you guys is that Index Card Insights is, here's the tagline I wrote down for this. Insights on marketing and online business through a lens of weirdness and the real world, right? Through a lens of weirdness and the real world. That's what I wrote down. That was the tagline I wrote down right there for Index Card Insights. It's a insights on marketing and online business through a lens of weirdness and the real world. Okay, so that's what it is. That's my new show. This is Monday, so this is the first ever day for Index Card Insights, and it's episode 100. We're going to count down. The way Index Card Insights is going to work, guys, is I'm going to have a series of 5 index cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And every single show, I'm just going to work through the 5 index cards here. I'm going to work through the 5 index cards. I'm going to show each one to you. And by the end, the idea is that you will have learned something that you can use in your business and you get something out of the show. And hopefully I can be entertaining and a little bit educational as well. So that's it, right? That's the whole look at the new show, right? This is Index Card Insights. This is episode 100. We're going to be counting down from episode 100. And with that being said, guys, let's get into episode 100. Okay, so here we are, first index card, episode 100, Index Card Insights, 3/27/2023. How does this all begin? Well, a while back, my wife bought me a pack of playing cards. And these playing cards are really cool because they are, you see, they're the hero decks, the original hero decks. And this particular hero deck is about the Cleveland Browns, right? And it's playing cards, but each playing card has like caricatures of famous people who relate to the Cleveland Browns. Like this first one right here, the ace of spades is Bernie Kosar. He's a Cleveland Browns player. So you see a little bit of education on the player, and it's a playing card, right? So that's what the hero decks are. This particular one is the Cleveland Browns. So she got me these a while ago. My wife is always picking up things for me as they relate to the Browns because she knows I'm a really big Browns fan. So sometimes she'll see things and she'll pick them up for me as a gift, which is really cool. I have a amazing, wife who does things like that, which I'm blessed. But so that's the premise of tonight's episode, okay? Hero decks. Okay? What about hero decks matter? Why do hero decks equal episode 100 day 1? Why did I choose to start with hero decks? Okay? Well, I want to give you some I want to give you some insight on hero decks, okay? Hero decks are produced by a company called Parody Productions LLC. And Parody Productions LLC was founded in 2003. They're based out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Okay. So the thing about Parody Productions LLC that I need you to know, and part of what makes them successful and why they're able to do what they do with the caricatures and stuff, um, well, let me back up just a tiny bit. Let me just say this, that these are not licensed by the NFL. Okay. These are not, they don't have a license with the NFL, and they don't have a license with these individual stars that they are making these decks on. So how do they do it? How do they do this? What are the insights I can provide you on Parody Productions LLC and Hero Decks? Okay. Let's get into our second index card. Okay. This is insight number one. The first insight we can get from Parody Productions LLC is their targeting. Okay. They're targeting existing legends, a hungry market, and a loyal fan base. Okay. Again, they're targeting existing legends, a hungry market, and a loyal fan base. When we talk about the Cleveland Browns, we're talking about a team that's been around for like 70 plus years. Okay. So this is a legend, right? The Cleveland Browns are legendary. So being a legendary thing, what happens is you have fans of that thing. You have people who already are aware of that situation. It's already it's already a known thing. People are already familiar with it. It already has a mystique and a celebrity to it by itself, right? So Hero Decks and Parody Productions targeted something with a known legend around it already. All right. On top of that, there's a hungry, it's not just a legend like, Homer's Odyssey or whatever, but it's a legend, it's a legendary thing with a known hungry market surrounding it. There's a bunch of people who care about the Cleveland Browns. There's a bunch of people who care about this market already. There's a bunch of people who care about this product already. Okay. There's already people who are invested in this product. They care about it. It's something people already care about it. And what happens is, because it's a sports team, because people are already invested in it, this is a loyal fan base. Some people are so loyal to they're so loyal to the team that whenever they see something, they'll pick it up. You know, I happen to be one of those people, right? I saw this coffee mug at a garage sale. I think it was a long time, it was years ago. I had to pick it up. Cleveland Browns, 1946. It's the year the team was founded. You know, couple years back, my wife made me this Cleveland Browns sign because she thought I'd like it, which I love it. I hung it up. And like I said, not too long ago, she bought me these playing cards because she thought I'd like them, which I do. I love them. But the point is, the first insight I can give you when it comes to Parody Productions is they targeted a market that was already hungry, and they targeted something that already had legend around it. They were piggybacking off of an existing legend. They weren't creating something from scratch and just working from nothing and trying to throw a lot of marketing at it to build a new legend. They took an existing legend and they rode the back of it, right? It made their lives easier, okay? It made their lives easier. It made their company easier to get to profit that way, okay? They targeted an existing legend, they targeted a hungry market, and they targeted a loyal fan base, okay? So that's the first insight, okay? Let's get on to the second insight. What else can I tell you, okay? So Parody Productions practiced lateral thinking. How did they do that? How did they do lateral thinking? Okay, they were able to get around the licensing of the NFL. They didn't have to get NFL's license, which is quite expensive to get a license for the NFL. They didn't have to get permission from all these players and stars that they featured in their deck. They didn't have to get permission from them. They were able to do that by using a little something called fair use. And the reason why they were able to do fair use is because they were very careful with how they do their decks. Let me explain. This right here, it says on the bottom, if you look, you probably can't see it, but if you could see it, what it says is that down there at the very bottom, you'll see what it says is this product is not affiliated with the Cleveland Browns. That's what it's going to say. Not affiliated with the Cleveland Browns. All right. So it announces that it's not affiliated with the Cleveland Browns. All right. That's one thing, but that's not enough. Okay. Because you're not allowed, it's copyright infringement, right? You're not allowed to just take someone else's intellectual property and, commercially make money off of it. You're not allowed to do that unless, because there's a little amendment called the freedom of speech. Okay. First Amendment, right? Parodies fall under the First Amendment. Parodies don't just have to be critical of something. Parodies don't have to just mock something in a negative way. Parodies could be neutral towards something, right? So we look at this picture of Phil Dawson. They used original artwork, okay? And that picture right there, it looks like Phil Dawson, but it's a caricature, right? It's kind of a goofy, artistic interpretation of Phil Dawson, right? So it's not actually Phil Dawson. It looks kind of like Phil Dawson, but it's a caricature. And caricatures fall within the realm of parody. And parodies are protected by the First Amendment. So because Parody Productions, LLC, used original artwork to create the cards, they were able to avoid any kind of copyright infringement claims by the NFL or by the players who they put on these cards. Another thing they did, which is clever, is nowhere on their outfits does it mention the Cleveland Browns. Nowhere on any of those outfits does it say Cleveland Browns anywhere. They got the colors of the Cleveland Browns, but they don't mention the name Cleveland Browns anywhere. They got the Cleveland Brown colors on the back, but they don't say the Cleveland Browns anywhere. And also, you don't see the logo of the Cleveland Browns. You don't see the orange helmet. You don't see that anywhere. All these players, none of them have an orange helmet on. Right? So these are some of the ways that Parody Productions was able to bypass licensing and having to pay for really expensive licenses from the NFL. They use parody on these cards, and they use original artwork. And in doing so, they were able to ride the back of legends. They were able to ride the back of celebrity, but more importantly, they were able to ride the back of very established brand equity, right? The Cleveland Browns have been around since 1946. So that's a ton of brand equity that Parody Productions was able to ride the back of. And they were able to do it by using parody, all right, among other things. But what's parody, Thinking about using parody to ride the back of established brand equity is lateral thinking, okay? That's outside the box thinking. And if you want to do well in your business, outside the box thinking is something you can use, as well as our first insight of targeting a hungry market with a loyal fan base. Both of those things matter. But what's the third insight that I want to tell you about? This one right here, okay? A new look, right? A new look. What do I mean by that? What do you mean by a new look, Cam? What Parody Productions do to provide a new look? Well, again, let's go back to the caricatures, okay? This is a new look. We all know what Warren Lair looks like. We all know what Clay Matthews looks like, but we've never seen him in that pose before. We've never seen him as a caricature before, so it's unique. It's different. It's something a little bit novel, right? And because it's novel, and because it's already dealing with a subject matter that the people who are buying these already care about, it's a win. It's a win for the customer, and it's a win for Parody Productions. And it's able to not have the great eye of, the NFL upon them, like the great eye of Sauron or Saruman. It's able to avoid that by using parody, okay? So what are the three big insights again? before we get out of here, number one, they target, right? They target an existing legend, a hungry market, and a loyal fan base. Okay. Two, they practice lateral thinking, right? And three, they offer a new look. Now, look, let me say this, okay? If you enjoyed Index Card Insights today, be sure to leave me a thumbs up. If you're on Facebook, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of my new show. Guys, I can't get out of here without telling you tomorrow I got a brand new product launching, okay? You can find it. Easiest way to find it is over at epicconversions.com. It's called Free Traffic Resources Volume 2. It's a 14 email newsletter. It's full of insights. It's full of strategies. It's full of tips. It's full of cool stories like the one I just told you about Parody Productions. It's awesome. It's a high quality product. Comes with a PLR license. It's a newsletter, okay, that was written by me personally, and it's something that you can use as an asset. So it's pretty cool. But the easiest way to find that will be tomorrow. It comes out on the 28th of March, 2023. You can find it at epicconversions.com. Another thing, if you like seeing me talk on video like this, but you'd like to see a more long-form version of it, and you'd like to be able to ask me questions in a group coaching type setting, you should check out my ECIC group calls, because we meet every single week, and I allow people to pick my brain on marketing and how to make their businesses better and stuff like that. It's really cool, and you can find that at epicconversions.com too. There's links to that there as well. That's all I got. My 10 minutes is up. Thanks so much, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another episode of Index Card Insights. Bye, guys. Peace.